The superstar trio on the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards, Durant on the wing. LaMarcus Aldridge out there with Paul Millsap. And for the Lakers, Greg.
Now is the
wow. You know, I think my most memorable was my first Christmas Day game in 1996. We played in Chicago. Yeah, you know, I had a nice 27 against Scottie Pippen, but in fairness to Pip, he gave me 27 as well. So we kind of evened out.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Claxton comes in for Millsap. Brown, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Mills in for Harden. MP shot is off. Brooklyn is gone, only 2 of 6 from the three-point line in this first quarter. Here's Irving. That one's good for 2. Irving's gotten his second bucket.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Got it.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. Here's Mills. That one's wide left. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. You know, the number one thing Mills gives you, a confident knockdown shooter from range.
Yeah, Brian, that's been his calling card since he entered the league, but I think he's added some other pieces to his game along the way. He puts it on the floor, he creates for other people. He's a much more well-rounded guard now, and I think that keeps him on the floor and in the league.
Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Tries a 10-footer. Basket's good.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Outside Mills. Back to Irving. Over none. Irving, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
MP finds none. MP outside. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
The first one falls. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the Lakers. And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA. So both teams changing it up here. MP outside. From deep three-point range. That one is off. This one belongs to Brooklyn. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, hey, gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick trip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hot flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hot flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. Yeah, run right past 200 on the dash. I'm a way to make a move. Yeah, I've been on interview, hear from a point of view. I'm a man on the field, I don't play by the rules. I done seen a close friends switch up like a Jew, but it ain't slowing down cause I got the good shoes. Trying to get the bread to eat with my dog, trying to get a big play, but I don't mean food. I've been on the go, I've been up and down the road, trying to put on for the team, and I don't mean you. Know they see the work and they say it's hard work, but they never hard work, so they ain't got a clue. I ain't know that, he ain't know no reds, doing all that cat like his name Dr. Seuss. Ow, treat that little boy like he itty bitty. He cannot hang in my city with me. It is not none of you getting with me. Only the realest be sitting with me. Shout out the ones that be dealing with me. They the ones gon' touch the ceiling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. Gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick trip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just yeah, yeah, ayy, ayy, gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick trip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. Yeah, run right past 200 on the dash. I'm away to make a move. Yeah, I've been on the way. Call here for the proof. Big number one topic. Know you seen it on the news. Wanna get an interview here from a point of view. I'm a man on the field. I don't play by the rules. I done seen a close friends switch up like a Jew, but it ain't slowing down cause I got the good shoes. Trying to get the bread to eat with my dog. Trying to get a big play, but I don't mean food. I've been on the go. I've been up and down the road trying to put on for the team, and I don't mean you. Know they see the work and they say it's hard work, but they never hard work, so they ain't got a clue. I ain't know that, he ain't know no reds, doing all that cat like his name Dr. Seuss. Ow, treat that little boy like he itty bitty. He cannot hang in my city with me. It is not none of you getting with me. Only the realest be sitting with me. Shout out the ones that be dealing with me. They the ones gon' touch the ceiling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. Gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick trip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard
Moving on to the city where fall is the best time to ball. This weekend, put the fear in your opponents with your 4-point range at Ruffles Ridge. And check out the long night to earn double XP, trick or treat, and more. Next weekend, Court Conqueror is back. So form a trio and compete. That's it for me. Now go get your Halloween costume and I'll meet you on the courts.
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the... And we've got time for a quick...
Thank you, Kevin. Drawing fouls remains an art. Coach Steve Nash says some moves are there to fool not just the defense, but the referees. That's where the game continues to evolve. But we have seen the league respond before. For example, they make it an offensive foul now to kick your leg out on a shot. Kevin, we'll see which moves they take on next.
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Howard and A.D. play together down on the block. Russell Westbrook out there with Malik Monk. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. And for Houston, the pairing up front, Tice and Wood. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. And it's Augustine in at the point. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Coming out of the floor
for Houston. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jordan, he's checked in for Howard. Ellington comes in for Horton Tucker. MP's checked in for Malik Monk. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Anthony Davis.
Lakers substitution. Trevor Ariza.
.149 left to play in the first quarter. Matthews with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Good work there as it goes.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
MP outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be forcing things out there, trying too hard, pressing. When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly.
Pass to Tate. Nwaba with it. Matthews scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. MP outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, off to a strong start. Here early, 6 points off second chance buckets.
MP against Matthews inside. Here's Tate. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Nunn passes to MP. Another miss by MP.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Tate kicks to Matthews. Wide open look. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Matthews has got his second basket. There's the pass to MP. They get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Count that one from Nwaba.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first. The new group for Los Angeles. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made one, he's missed two.
Russell
And did he
Westbrook.
lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
The forwards for them, Tate and Tice. Green is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Wood in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. The putback, it's good on the putback. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped.
Bazemore finds MP. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Wood trying to free himself up. And yes, it's good. And the Rockets lead by 3.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Augustine dishes to Green. Now, here's Tate. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Wood. Tice trying to break free.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.
Coming out of the floor for the Lakers. At the line for Houston, Jalen Green. At the line for 1.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from MP. That shot, no good. And here are the Rockets now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Augustine with it. Green deciding where to go with it. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.
a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
Happy Halloween and welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. One game day is in the books and we have our first 16 contenders for the My Team Unlimited tournament. If you did make it this time, you'll have another chance coming up on November 27th. One familiar face did make it through, and that's Ty Debo, the reigning champ, and we caught up with him last week to see how he plans to repeat that victory.
Dude is good, yo. It's your boy Ty.
Ty, congratulations is in order because you qualified for game day 1 for the My Team Unlimited tournament on Current Gen. Welcome back to 2K TV.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad I qualified, and I appreciate it.
How'd you feel on game day?
And this year, it's a little more pressure because you got both next gen, new gen, and current gen. So this game day 1 felt a little bit different than past years because you want to definitely qualify week 1. So I was excited to get to play.
So you qualified on current gen. Are you going to go for qualification for new gen?
That's the goal. So qualifying on current gen was my main goal. Once that was accomplished, qualifying on the new gen is the next goal. So then you have double the opportunity in a sense. So yeah, that's kind of my primary focus right now.
But did it add to the pressure at all, knowing that you had to qualify on this game day to go for both?
It did a little bit because, I mean, you have 4 chances to qualify. So previously it was, okay, as long as I get 1 out of 4, you're fine. And then I know I didn't qualify the first time last year, so it's like, okay, it's fine. You still got 3 more opportunities. Now it's like if you don't qualify the first time, you got 3 more opportunities to qualify twice. So it's a lot more pressure if you don't qualify as far as that first game day.
Are there any thoughts for other qualifiers on game day number 1? Anybody that you're looking at as competition?
Well, the guy I matched with in the finals last year on New Gen, Splash. Obviously, I'm excited because some of the current gen qualifiers with me, like Thomas qualified, Chris Evans qualified, G. Rusty, an incredible dude, qualified as well. So definitely some good opponents. On New Gen right now, I will say I don't think I'm quite to the level I need to be. So, Splash on New Gen right now is looking pretty good.
We talked to him the other week. He was excited, definitely. For the game day. So let's talk about your lineup. We've got Isaiah Thomas, we've got Vince Carter, we've got Grant Hill, we've got Carmelo Anthony, and AD. Now, which cards performed the best for you and why?
I think overall, my best performers probably were Isaiah Thomas. Oh my goodness, Isaiah Thomas. And Carmelo Anthony. Melo shot him right out of that zone. I think Isaiah Thomas defensively as a point guard for me really led the way, and then Melo's offense in the pick and pop game was just lethal.
So what was your strategy?
My personal strategy, speed the tempo up, play good defense, force turnovers, and try to force some early quits. Problem with that is it kind of can form bad habits if you do play a very good player, right? Because then you sometimes throw yourself out of position. So it's all just about the balance of that.
Any differences that you've seen for the My Team Unlimited tournament this year as opposed to past years?
I think this year, well, first of all, points were harder to score this year. So you're going to see the qualifying scores lower this year than in past years. And then the difference between next
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier. And we've got just enough time for a...
Hey, Brian. Well, the Memphis...
I like that. Good stuff, Allie. And the Lakers starting five. Davis slides in at 4 with Howard playing center. Malik Monk is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. And we talk about... Team set for itself as it progresses through, Chris.
Well, you set goals in increments. You set goals within games, maybe 10-game goals. You want to get better in defense. You want to get more deflections. You want to get better shots. So usually it's within smaller numbers so you can count your wins and losses and get ready for the war. Each goal is a battle. And you want to make sure you win the battles, but don't forget the war's going to be good.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. None. The pass to MP. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Anderson inside. Ariza's there. On the wing, Bain. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Conchar, he's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
The shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Memphis leading. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. DeAnthony Melton out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Brooks in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
A playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Melton against MP. Knocks down the triple.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Now here's Brooks. The D's right on it. That shot is off. The Lakers have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. Nails the baby hook. Jackson's got 14 points.
Oh, it's easy to see why people love Jackson. I mean, that killer instinct. When he's hot, he really goes for the throat.
Westbrook finds MP. Fires from the corner. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Melton outside. Brooks outside. The 3. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
On the wing, MP. Melton covers. Kept alive. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Showing some intensity there.
So it's Memphis finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all... And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, how about... Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Brooks. And Anderson subbed in for Jones. MP with it, and Melton picks him up defensively.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. He's trying to force something very
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Pass to Bazemore. And here's MP for three. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Stolen by MP.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
That's his 5th personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Lakers, MP taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, MP.
And the drive MP has is evident. This is a player that wants to be great and willing to do whatever it takes.
And both free throws good for MP. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Melton outside. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.